The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche la NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And here's a look at some numbers for Brown.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. Look at our matchup tonight, Brent. It's somewhat rare now to have two teams that operate so well with their back to the basket.
Interesting to have multiple options down there on the post, and more, Kevin, we're seeing it sometimes not even be the center position. It could be a wing player that on any given night has the physical advantage down there. So
exactly.
Defensively, how are these guys going to cope with that? Are they going to be double teams from the bottom, double teams from the top? Are they going to come on the first or second dribble? Let's take a look at that tonight.
A lot of moving parts. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Get out there with Brown, and it's McGee in at center, locking down the middle.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Murray outside. Offline with his 3. Here's Los Angeles now. Brown the pass to Davenport. And he converts the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Murray with it. A 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Porter outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Here's the kid. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Murray. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Jokic with the bucket.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Millsap with the steal. Murray finds Porter. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Davenport. Over Murray. Here's McGee. Tries again. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, Murray just pulling right up on the defense. Great at shooting off the dribble.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Nuggets, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when I look at Denver, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. It's a three-point game, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Now let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Harris against Brown, and the basket by Harris.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Gary Harris rises up in rhythm, still knocks it down.
Brent, not many can deny that Gary Harris is an absolute pest on the defensive end.
Yeah, pretty relentless on that end of the floor. Defensively, he's rugged and tough, and he can cover a lot of ground with that lateral quickness.
He gets that one. Porter's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called the Lakers. You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare Kevin defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
Now here's Murray. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Lakers have possession. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Porter. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do.
Take a break.
And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time.
Some pretty good players on
Yes,
it.
Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Right. And Brown drops them both. And it's the Nuggets ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Misses off the left iron. Lakers trail by 5. James outside. James throws it down hard.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him 2 points and tap on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Harris kicks to Millsap. Knocked loose and taken away by Brown. Down low. And the dunk by James.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Jokic after the basket by Los Angeles. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Moves back up, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
One is off. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Murray. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Will Barton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. Here's Murray. Sweet little floater. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
That's a tricky little move there as Murray found a little bit of space and then got that floater off.
The pass to James. The dish now to Davis. Back to James. Shot clock at 5. And the layup is good. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
Deep 2 from Murray. No good there. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Fast break, the Lakers. It's deflected and stolen by Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Over Davis. Jokic, no good.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement. There's no way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's James. McGee trying to break free. Plays it up and banks it in. James has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
So it's Denver now. Trailing by 2. On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Brown. And it's McGee penetrating.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from McGee. The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris passes to Grant. Here's Barton. Pass to Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's James. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. He's got 9.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Barton passes to Plumlee. Back to Barton. Kicks it out to Beasley. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, clearly a mistake by the defender. Plumlee's a big guy that you have to wrap up. But if you don't, you can get and ones.
You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Now here's Beasley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. And it's in there. Beasley's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. .52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Barton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly, sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
James, the pass to Davis, and Grant sends it back, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. A free throw off from Howard.
And Howard knows exactly what he's out there to do: defend, rebound the ball, and be aggressive in the paint.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Barton kicks to Beasley and taken away by Brown. Pass to Davenport. James outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like, that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
Well, Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. It's Morris and Beasley at the 1 and the 2. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Barton in at the 3 spot. Here's James after the basket by Will Barton. And a wide open look for James. And it's good off the back rim and in. James has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. James against Barton. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Here's Plumlee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Ray, you stood up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everyone.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. 2 shots. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against San Antonio.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the 4th quarter of that game. Being down as much as they were made it a really special win.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
Hasn't shot the ball well at the stripe, going 0 for 3 so far.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 5. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Brown the pass to Davenport. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Howard. Fades and shoots. And he gets the bucket. Howard's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Morris with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Harris looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Morris. Shoots the 3. Rebound the Lakers.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Beasley dishes to Plumlee. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Jokic has checked in for Beasley. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Michael Porter comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Murray subbed in for Monte Moore. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling him.
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And here is James after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. James finds Davis. Up top, Brown. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throw.
Wasted no time on that one. Brown's got 7.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
The pass to Porter. Murray outside. Outside Millsap. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Second chance shot. And it's Davis missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for James.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Howard, and it's Green in for Brown. Here's Davenport, buries the jump shot. He's got 6.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And so here's Denver, following the bucket by the Lakers.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Lakers leading by 4. James, the pass to Green. Back to James. Over Porter. And that one's good. James has got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Now here's James. He had 34 points in the win against Houston.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to James. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The Lakers, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Davis inside. Jokic defending. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 9 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 4. Jokic with the steal. Millsap left side. That's tipped. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Harris. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And the first one at the line is good. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Denver, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Grant comes in for Porter. And it's Will Barton in for Gary Harris. That one misses. The Nuggets trail by 5. Jokic passes to Barton, and James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Big Smooth, he's checked in for James. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
On defense, the Lakers. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Lakers leading by 3. Pass to A.Akwuegbu. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Wide open look here for Murray. That one wide left.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Goes up on the wing. He goes up again. Jokic, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Murray following the basket by Anthony Davis. A fadeaway. Jokic, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Rondo kicks to Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And now a 7-point Laker lead. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Barton passes to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
6'10", 250 pounds. That's a big man out there, and he uses his size to draw the contact there. Nice job by Jokic.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And some changes here for the Lakers. Hunter's checked in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. And Denver with a change here, too. Beasley's checked in. Here's Caruso. To the middle. He dishes it to Davis. Shoots over Barton. And it's Davis missing. The Nuggets trail by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Beasley. He's guarded close. Good on the bucket. Beasley's got his second bucket. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. And the pass to A.Akwuegbu. Over Plumlee.
Supreme effort there. Plumlee able to get up into the shooter's face and alter that shot attempt.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Mike Malone. Mike, your team has been able to stay close in this game. What has to happen for you guys to take control of the game?
We can't keep beating ourselves. Too many turnovers, not closing out the shooters, and game plan discipline. So we just have to play a lot smarter.
Pay attention to details. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit. They got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Hunter. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Caruso in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Murray with the ball. And the shot goes in.
The hands are quicker than the eyes. Gary Harris had him there. Quick instincts on the defensive end. Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
That one drops. He ties it up. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason and what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Murray, no good. Here's Caruso, guarded by Porter. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Misses the three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Man, Jokic is making all kinds of plays here tonight. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
And both free throws good for Davis.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, for 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
Now, here's Jokic. Sinks the 15-footer. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Davis. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray with the bounce pass. And it's Jokic missing.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Hunter, no good.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. G.A. drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Lakers making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
He misses the free throw.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Hunter, the pass to Davis. Millsap with the steal. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Murray. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown, and he banks in the layup. Brown's got 9.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Millsap in the corner. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. Just 5 on the clock. And Davis sends it back. Brown inside, guarded by Porter. McGee, the pass to Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
2 shots. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. And here's Jokic. He's got 14. Millsap misses. And stolen by Murray. Charity stripe shot. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Jokic getting out and running. That's a huge plus for this offense. Determined to beat some people up the court.
The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Millsap. Outside, Porter fires for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brown. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The kid, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
It's a floater. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Morris looking over the floor. Jokic finds Millsap.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
A different look for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Will Barton comes in for Porter. And it's Malik Beasley in for Jamal Murray. Here's Davenport. No good on the 3. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
The Nuggets trail by 5. It's Barton on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Morris dishes to Barton. Inside, here's Plumlee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And defensively, this could be a good foul. No reason to give Plumlee easy points inside, given his struggles at the free throw line.
Big Smooth, he's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Grant, he's checked in for Denver.
And the free throw line has not been kind to him tonight, and that's a running theme. It's something he's got to work on.
And Green gets it to go.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
Morris kicks to Plumlee. And that one is off. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The kid passes to A.Akwuegbu. Here's the kid. Lakers passing it around. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris passes to Barton. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
The Nuggets shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Morris kicks to Grant. Plumlee dishes to Grant. Back to Plumlee. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Los Angeles leading by 12. Pass to McGee. Here's the kid. Covered by Morris. Here's Plumlee. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And finished off by Brown.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Denver calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee, and James subbed in for Danny Green. Plumlee, the pass to Grant. Dishes to Barton. The wide open look for Plumlee. Bangs home the trifecta. Plumlee's got 10 points in the game.
Not the classic jump shooter. Plumlee has cleaned up some mechanics, and he showed it there.
Looking to get back on track here, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Barton, wide open, he fires, and again Denver with the triple.
And a great job on the screen and roll with Barton, really so effective in how he's using his body on that play.
Here's the kid, covered by Morris. Down low, working on Beasley. A.Akwuegbu, just 5 to shoot. Fades. Here's Howard, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
That free throw, no good.
Jeremy Grant just has such a great combination of athleticism and explosiveness. It's up to him to find familiar spots on the floor and do a good job of playing off his teammates to make an impact on every game that he plays.
Denver making a switch here. Harris is checked in. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Fires from deep, and another three for the Lakers.
Good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
The Nuggets trail by 12. And Plumlee kicks to Harris. Plumlee against Howard. Plumlee, the pass to Beasley. Now Barton. He's got 5 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he's going up for the alley-oop. A rebound by Grant.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Beasley against James. Lets it go from deep. But they'll get another chance. Howard kicks to James. No good on the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 10. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Nuggets trail by 10, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with Plumlee out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Grant, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. Barton passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rejected by Harris, and he gets it back. Here's Big Smooth to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Will Barton. The first one falls.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Porter comes in for Plumlee, and it's Jamal Murray in for Grant.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Jokic kicks to Harris. For 3, Murray, and the rejection by James. And he hammers that one down right on the face of Jamal Murray.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The Nuggets with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game.
Ooh. Okay.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 16-point game. Harris outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Big Smooth. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And the 3 ball is good.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
James against Porter. And they call an illegal screen here.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception. That's going to draw a whistle whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray outside. Porter dishes to Murray to the left side wing. Here's Jokic. Offensive rebound. Excellent D from Howard. Lakers leading by 13. Kuzma can't get it to go. Here's Jokic. A second chance effort. In deep, Millsap props it in.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
James, the pass to Davenport. Back to James. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Free throw good, James.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Inside, it's tipped. Howard with the steal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Back to Millsap. Outside for Murray. 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Hicks checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Hunter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Murray kicks to Millsap. Releases. And again, it's Denver.
Nice touch from that range from Paul Millsap. He's really worked that shot effortlessly into his game.
There's the pass to James. Over Porter. Porter with a block, but he recovers it. Porter with the steal. He feeds it to Harris. Green with the block. Here's Hicks, guarded by Harris, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Both good from the line that time. The Nuggets trailed by 14. Harris outside. Pass to Porter. Harris outside. Passes to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Harris with it. And again, Denver no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
free throw drops for James.
And they've been so steady at the line in the second half, gotten a good volume of free throws and converting at a high clip.
Jokic inside.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
And the first one down. JaVale McGee's checked in for Hicks. And Jokic drops them both. Lakers leading by 15. Here's the kid. Pass to McGee. Millsap with the steal. Lakers passing it around. And the call up against Jokic. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets trail by 17. Murray outside. A step back shot here. A rebound by the Lakers. Here's James. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 30 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Murray surveying the D. To the middle, stolen by McGee. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win.
I'd like to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working, and no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. The Nuggets trail by 21. Now here's Murray. It's Porter outside. Rebound the Lakers. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Davis.
Just awesome aggressiveness by Davis there to force the issue on that shot.
First one falls for. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. So it's Denver now. Harris outside. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens,
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Free throw good, James. And here is Morris. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Vanderbilt. Back to Plumlee. Can they get it? He lays it in.
That's a nice move from Plumlee. Puts the ball on the deck, not known to do that, gets in position, and takes a good shot.
Plumlee with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Vanderbilt. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. The pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Hernan Gomez. Drops one in from the wing. Hernan Gomez has got his first points in this one. Here's Davenport, and it's good for two.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So it's Denver now. Craig passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that.
James kicks to McGee. For three. James with the bucket. James has got 38 points.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Plumlee. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The kid passes to James. Pass to Davis.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
.54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Morris, left side. The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Connects from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
James way outside. And the Lakers get it back. Passes it to Brown. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And now the Nuggets, fast break, and James picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul. Substitution.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Craig. He kicks it to Morris. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And an all-NBA rookie first-teamer in 2014, Plumlee still building his game.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did, coming out of that timeout and never look back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.